Hey folks, how you doing? I just wanted to make a video to share something I printed. It is probably the most impractical print I've ever done, but it's funny. It looks nice. It looks great. It's my new fidget toy, so I just wanted to make a video to share. All right. For those of you that know, it's pretty obvious what this all is. But if you don't know, I'll start by explaining what these are. Here's what's called a end mill. This is a 1/2-inch 6-flute end mill. Here is a ER32 collet with a 1/2-inch bore. This is a ER32 collet nut. Has been modified to have a M40 by 3mm pitch internal thread. A real ER32 collet nut has a M40 by 1mm, I think. Don't quote me on that. Anyway, it's a fine pitch thread. FDM printers don't print fine pitch threads all that well, so I modified this to have an easier to print thread, so I could print the threads. But anyway, here's this little tool holder base thingy. This is what you would actually normally see on probably the chuck of a lathe. You have chucks that have ER collets for holding your stock, but I just adapted a version of that to have the right ER taper right here, and changed the external threading on this to match the M40 by 3mm pitch thread on the collet nut. And yeah, you'll see in a bit, but I was more surprised by the fact that this all works, which is honestly quite remarkable. It was really funny when I saw it all worked out. So yeah, let me start assembling this. So as you would with a real ER collet system, you'll take your collet nut right here. You put it the face down. You take your collet. It's got these cutouts that give it. It acts as a flexure, right? It can clamp down on a tool. But anyway, you'll put it in the collet nut. You'll kind of rock it into place. Sort of snap right in there. You can see it's loosely held in there. And then you can take your tool. In this case, it's our 1/2-inch end mill. Plop it right in there, and it should slide right in. And even on printed geometry, this works really well. And you can see right now, this will be important for later, but you can see that it's loose. It's not held in tightly or anything, it's just kind of sitting right there, and you can slide it in and out as you please. Now we're going to take this assembled piece, we're going to put it on into the tool holding part and start screwing it in. And as the taper inside tool holding system, your chuck or whatever, your spindle nose, whatever it be, it's going to start meshing with that taper on the collet, and it's going to start clamping down. And as you can see, these slits in the collet have closed down, and they've clamped down on our end mill right here. And given the design of an ER collet, this clamping happens across the entire length of the collet, whereas in a more older American R8 collet, you'd only have that clamping action really only happen at the tip of the collet. But you can see, and at both ends of the ER collet, this is clamped down. And now, when I try tugging on this, this is locked in there. And it's really remarkable that, you know, this printed geometry all works out, because this is working exactly as how a real ER collet works, and it looks great. It's my new fidget toy, I guess. Yeah, it's awesome, honestly. I also printed some extra end mills just for fun. There's a 7/8-inch 6-flute end mill. This one's not center cutting. You can see the little hole in the center right there. And here's a smaller 4-flute 10mm end mill. Of course, not for the 7/8 inch, but you can also find a probably model for the ER32 collet that fits a 10mm tool, probably on McMaster. That's where I downloaded the models for a lot of these and modified them. But yeah, you can do that too, and probably drop that collet right in there and have this fit too. And the fact that this all works out is just remarkable to me, and yeah, I love it. It's really impractical because this has no practical use whatsoever. You're not gonna cut anything with this, but it's a fun toy. What can I say? That's all I have for you. Thanks for watching.